So as Brandon being the top guy, when he pummels and re-gets his underhook, so I'm already here. When I'm already here, the way he's putting me back down, the way he's putting me back down is some people will frame like this on their partner. I understand, like, there's different scenarios, right? In MMA, I can elbow people, so I'm not knocking on this at all, right? But to fully disconnect me and get me away from the underhook, like I can keep contact with him when he's here. I can also pull very well. He wants to disengage by stiff arming my face and bringing himself back. Like, it just, look at the extension of my arm to try to keep an underhook from there. Especially like, if he starts throwing in this top arm and wizard locking me.
It's the strongest stiff away wizard that there is.
Yeah.
And it also creates space for the underhook.
Makes it so much easier for him.
Still strike, and then I can gain the underhook and this space better. Right?
So
I wouldn't do this. If you really play half guard, go. Like that wizard. This isn't gonna help.
Yeah, he's gonna stiff arm me.
Have to go.
Yeah. And then he pummels. And I'm like, oh no. And we go back to do it again. But you see how he has to press himself up and create that space to get his underhook. Okay? So realize that as your partner right now. That's something that needs to be corrected and fixed. Another thing that I saw is people are doing all this work to get to their underhook, and then they go back and put their knee inside. This is going the complete two different directions. If I want an underhook, I want to be as close to Brandon as possible with my underhook. I want my chest, my head, everything touching him. Yeah. If I have my knee in, that eliminates that contact. If I have my knee in, I'm trying to get away from Brandon a lot of the time. So you're doing two different things if you put your underhook in and then stick your knee back in.
And your head's right here.
Yeah. You're being counterproductive with your technique there. So when I get an underhook, I'm not going back to this. I'm putting myself in the fire, and I'm starting my sweep game. Okay? So we're here, starting the technique. Feet on the hips. I'm elbow inside the knee. I'm causing that frame so if Brandon never puts pressure on me, like I'm able to keep him off with my knee and my elbow pressure here. Okay, my inside arms or my other hands are blocking his tricep over here. I'm reaching for his arm. I'm trying to hang on it as best I can, because that's what's going to help me get my underhook really deep here in a second. Okay, so again, I kick up, get my underhook. Notice how I'm up, but I'm going to pull Brandon, and I'm hanging on his arm so he won't be able to keep his butt on the ground. I want him on top of me. Look how his legs lifted off the ground. Okay? This is where my footwork happens. So go back. For the people that are used to doing half guard, if you're here and he's able to posture, well, that's where he's able to pressure. Right? I want his body on top of my ear. I'm trying to hang and bring him on top of me real quick. This allows his feet to be light so I can do my work. So easy footwork, both feet connected. I bring him inside. And now I'll go and kick his leg off the side. I'm bringing my leg to my butt. I bump him through. Okay, I like to triangle my legs here. It gives me a good grip. But now I'm in the knee through half guard, and it's really easy for me to start to sweep. Okay? Now, one thing I'll talk about is when I bring his knee through, sometimes what'll happen is he'll straighten this knee out. So go back, Brendan. Like he'll try to bring his knee to my hip as a like that. So that's where I'm going to, like, when I bring my feet over, I need to extend and find his foot. It makes his knee not be able to come to my hips. Like try to drive your knee over my hip.
If he lets go of that.
Yeah, my pressure is with this top leg. It's doing all the work. I'm trying to collect his foot and keep my knee down. So when he tries to bring his knee over, he doesn't have that knee movement. If I ever release that pressure, that's where he's able to cut. So when I bring him forward, I bring him forward on top of me. I'll even hit my back sometimes, like footwork. This is where my knee needs to be pointed down. I'll bump his knee through, and now he's actually on top of me. It's really easy to take him whichever way I want. Okay? So from here, if you want, you can practice getting up or you can practice taking them over. So for the people that want to get up, my elbow needs to come to my hip, the one that's blocking the crossface, and I get up on my shoulder. My hand will cup his knee on the way up. Come to my foot, and then I have a bunch of different ways, but right now we'll just reach across and finish the dog fight sweep. For the people that want to take them backwards, it's all in the knee and hip extension. Pull him forward. He's on top of me. This is where I'll do my work. Like, I barely even have to bump. I just extend and I'm already there. Okay? My hip pressure, I drive Brandon forward with my hips. It takes his knee off the ground, you see? His knee's on the ground. I drive forward until his knee comes off the ground. My hip is doing the work. Now it becomes really easy to arch and take him over. Okay? Practice both. I'll show them again, just so you understand. I'm here inside, frames up. I kick. When I go get my underhook, I'm hanging on him, my head's connected. I pull him on top of me. My feet are still in play. I'm not just letting him cut his knee through or anything, but I'll switch. I'll bring my foot to my butt, and I let my knee go underneath his knee. His knee's on the ground. Okay? I want to get up, elbow to the ribs, to my hip. My hand will cup his knee. And then I build my base.
So I can't pull my knee up.
Then I build my base on my shoulder, come up to my foot, drive him off. If I want to take him backwards, I need to get his knee off the ground. Here in this position, here, I need to bridge into his knee, sideways. His knee came off the ground. That's where I'm able to roll. Make sense? Practice both. Ready, break.
Levi.
Nope.